Already in my heart, this is where the heart finds, where the blues roll inside my chest. Oh, this is where the soul feels. Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Like a lantern glowing through the night. Good morning, King. I see you. Everyone joining me this morning, I really want to appreciate you. Thank you for coming online. And I just want to appreciate every individual coming in today. We are going to be very precise and we are going to be very specific today. But in the meantime, I would like to know where you're joining me from. And if you can do me the honors, I would really appreciate it. Where exactly are you joining from? Please, can you tell me? Daniel, I see you. Please help me as much as you can. Where are you joining me from? I would like to know. If you could tell me where you're joining from. Nigeria. That's from Gentile, or what's this? Gentle Soul, I see you. Thank you for confirming that. Data is very important in the time that we live right now. And I would really just like to know where you're joining from. Can you do me a favor? Can you just help me share this to your platform? Let someone else know what's going on here. What decision have you made that you made late, and how has it affected you? Chidera, thank you for joining. Is it the same Chidera that I know? Chidera. Thank you for joining me. The topic before us today is the power of deciding early in life. The power of deciding early in life. Sam, I see you. Thank you everyone for joining me. Let me lower the volume so we can start. Look, guys, the topic I chose today, I took that decision from this book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. There's a powerful story that this guy shared here. If you could get this book, I'm telling you now, if you get this book, you have not done anything wrong. In fact, you have bought yourself a reasonable amount of knowledge, wisdom. I don't sell books, but when I read a book and the book changes and transforms my life, I will recommend that you do the same. I am asking you, people who join this live session, you know that there is always something impactful that we say here. I'm asking you, if you could get this book, you would be doing yourself a lot of favor. And I think you should take that very seriously. Today, we are going to be talking about the power of deciding early in life. There are a few decisions that if you fail to make it at the time you're supposed to make it, you will fail. You will not catch up on time. And I have seen this in my life, in the lives of those that are around me or those that we grew up together. And the discussion we are going to be having today revolves around that. That many people think life becomes difficult only because there are wicked people around them. Some think it's because of bad luck. Is that Tolu? Tolu, thank you for joining. I see you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Joe, I see you. For everyone who is joining the platform right now, sincerely speaking, it means a lot to me. I want you to push it a step further. Can you put it on your WhatsApp status? Let somebody know what's going on here right now. Because what we are discussing here today is incredible. And I think everybody needs the chance to really understand how and why some decisions are going to be very difficult to make, or those who don't make that decision on time, what they have done to themselves. So please, I'm asking you, kindly share this and forward it to your group. Invite someone else to come in. Let's see how far we can go with this. And this is very important to me. You'll be doing me a lot of solid if you can do that. Thank you. So let's continue. Tolu, and every other person joining me right now. Thank you. Um, I'm not discussing the book. I'm just telling you that I took a cue from the book and it has helped me to prepare for today. The power of deciding early in life. In my advert, I said some people are struggling to do what they are supposed to do at 20. They're doing it at age 40. Some of us have accrued the level of failure that we have to bad luck, especially if you are from the western part of the world. If sorry, I said western part of the world. If you are from Africa, basically, we think there are wicked people, bad governments, and it is true. Family background or lack of opportunities. Sometimes we don't make those decisions on time because we don't have a lot of opportunities around us. And it is true. I know exactly what that feels like because I've experienced it myself. But if you don't make some decisions on time, you can run out of time. And we must be admitting the fact that there are some things we will not be able to control. But for the ones we can control, what have you done with it? I can't control where I was born. I was just born, just the way you were born. So it is not your fault if you come from a home where there is no money. For example, oh, I love to say this, there is providence. Some people they came from a family that has set up everything for them. I wish I came from such place. Some people, their next 10 years, 15, 20 years have already been decided for them. Some people came from providence. There is enough money in their lifetime. Some people have never suffered in their lives before. And there are people that will be born into that kind of family. Making decisions will be easier because there are some things they don't have to struggle with. But for those of us who were not born into that category of people, what are we going to do? Because I'm here discussing the power of making decisions early and all of that. And you are there thinking that power of making decisions early. How many decisions can I make when I can't even see my future? My present is not even encouraging. You are talking about the future. I want to survive now before I even worry about the future. But I want to let you know there are decisions that you cannot postpone. Ayowole, thank you for joining me. Please, I would like to know where you're joining from. That's very important to me. Data is everything now. All the social media platform is recording stuff like that, and this is very important. Someone contacted me from Russia. Can you imagine? A Nigerian in Russia contacted me, and we had almost like 25 minutes discussion on a personal level, and I think that's incredible. Ayowole is connecting from Nigeria. Thank you. I see that. I appreciate that. Financial type lifter. Sorry, I can't see very well. Okay. So I'm saying that there are decisions that you cannot postpone. The moment you postpone them, you will not catch up. The moment you postpone them, you will not catch up again. Imagine growing up, you got to school and you decided that you want to go to school. All of a sudden, the people that we went to school together, and I'm talking about primary school, secondary school, there are people who did not follow through. They eventually didn't go to school. It is hard to play catch up as an adult. Imagine you right now trying to go back to school. You must go back to school with intention. You must be ready. It will be difficult. It will be tough. But there was a time that would have been easier for you to go back to school. It's like discipline. If you postpone the things you're supposed to discipline yourself on as a teenager, it will affect you as an adult. And that's very important. You cannot, believe me, you cannot postpone discipline forever. You cannot postpone character building forever. I remember when my nieces were going to school, and I told my first niece that going to school now, sorry, let me turn off this volume. I told my niece that going to school is going to teach you so many things. It will teach you how to manage your time. Going to school will teach you how to manage your emotions. Going to school will teach you how to manage money. I'm not even talking about academic performances right now. If she fails to carry out those things at that time, she will play catch up for a very long time. And most times people don't catch up. And that's the very bad thing about these things that we are talking about. You cannot postpone financial responsibilities forever. For example, if you don't know how to decide and manage your money on time, you will have crisis, and it's just a matter of time. You cannot postpone learning a skill. Whatever you are supposed to learn in your teenage years and you refuse to learn, it will worry you now. Whatever you're supposed to choose as whoever you're supposed to choose as your friends, there are people. Oh, when I was in the university in Nigeria, I went for a conference meeting and the preacher was saying something about there are people you must not meet in your life. People who will destroy your life permanently. You will not even have a second chance. They will make sure you go left so much that you will not come back on time. By the time you come back, you will not even be able to play catch up. But he balanced it. He also said there are people you must not miss. So as much as there are people you don't want to meet in your life because they will ruin you completely, there are also people you don't want to miss. I will never forget that message. This was 2006. Sorry, not 2006. I think 2006. I was doing my IT, my industrial training then at Guinness Ogba. He said there are people you must not meet and there are people you must not miss. If you meet the wrong people in your informative years, maybe you are still struggling till now as a result of that. You cannot postpone breaking bad habits. There are habits by now for your future sake that you need to stop. You cannot postpone that kind of behavior. Some of you are already having children. Do you think you want your children to grow up to see this bad behavior in your hands? Making decisions early in life is very, very important. You cannot postpone taking your future seriously. Life is hard, especially if you're from Nigeria. And I know there are a lot of people listening right now. You come from all over the world. I get it. And there are Nigerians all over the world, right? But if you don't make the right choices on time, life will get harder and harder, so much that you are likely not to come out of it. Even you that you have made the right decisions, see how your life is going so far. It has not even made sense completely to you. That is you that you have made the right decision. How much more those who have not even made any decisions at all? You are still reckless. You still live your life any way you want to live it. Look, I'm going to be discussing this in 3 ways. The problem of not making decisions on time, especially decisions that pertains to your life. The second part is the effect of that. And the third part is the solution. In case you have gone left for a period of time, what do you have to do? And blah, 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 blah. The problem is not always, some of us already identified the problem, but for the sake of those who don't even know that their problems cannot even be identified. Somebody knows they need to go back to school or learn a skill, but they keep saying, I'll do it later. You know you need to go back to school. You know you need to learn. Some people, grown adults who don't have a skill, there is nothing that you can convert that is in a rewardable format right now. Like, you don't have a single skill. You did not go to school. You did not learn any work. How do you plan to live your life? You want to live your life on vibes and gifts? You will be a nuisance to a lot of people in case you are in that category right now. You cannot postpone this decision. If you are listening to me right now and you don't have a single skill, you cannot sell, you cannot build, you cannot create, you cannot even think of something, you cannot even provide any type of service, you can't even cook. And I'm not gender specific right now. What skill do you have to have? Because if you don't have it now, you need to start thinking of what you have to do. You need to do something. If you don't, you will continue to live this life of apology for a very long time. You have a bad relationship. Somebody keeps making you go into the wrong place all the time. And you don't have the courage to say, you know what, as from now on, I don't want to do this anymore. You are a bad influence to my life. I don't want to have anything to do with you. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for the future children that will come out of you. Do it for your future. Do it for the time you will not have enough strength to carry around or to grow to that level where you will be able to take care of yourself. Life is tough in Africa. Life is tough in some parts of Africa. There are parts of Africa that is incredible, but in most parts of Africa, life is very difficult. So why do you want to make your life already difficult for a life that is already going down? I read, or I must have heard it somewhere. Someone said, if you are born in Nigeria, that life has already gone ahead of you. But think sincerely, if you think about it critically, there are some positions or some things you will never achieve if you are from that part of the world. Unfortunately, and I mean this with all due respect, and we are all testifiers to this story. There are dreams that will never come true if you don't make some decisions. Decision of leaving your father's house to go somewhere else to live after you have planned about it. I took that decision. I studied industrial chemistry and I knew staying back in my hometown is not going to work out for me because location is sensitive. Location is destiny sensitive. There are dreams that will not come true if you continue to stay in the same place. I am proof that if you don't change location at a point in your life, you will remain the same for a very long time. The day I decided to leave my city and go to the city of Port Harcourt in the South, I left with a lot of fear. I didn't even think I knew what I was doing. I don't have 100% plan on how I was going to survive, but I didn't care because I knew the type of life I wanted to live. It will require me to leave my city. And my dad was against it initially. And it wasn't because he was wicked. It was just out of fear. It was just out of fear. When you grow older and you become a parent, you will see how convenient it is for your child to tell you that, look, dad, mom, I think I need to leave. I need to go to another part of the town or another part of the country. As a parent, that is one of the most reckless news you can hear from your child, but it has to happen. You need to allow that child to grow his own wings and fly. She needs to grow her own wings and fly for the love of God. If you decide to pamper and pamper and pamper over pamper the child, they will not really be able to do anything for themselves. Whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Christian, we live in an environment, in a world where there are different kinds of people. Honest people, horrible people, Christians, Muslims, unbelievers, people who have sexual of different sexual orientations. Like, the world is crazy. So you cannot pamper that child so long that they will not be able to do anything. Some of us are dealing with our children and we are training them as though they will only be dealing with good people for the rest of their lives. Sorry for using that word. If you don't speak Yoruba, for example, you will not understand completely. There are wolves out there, people who don't care whose horse is gorged. They don't care whatever they have to do to make money. So you cannot live your life as though you'll be dealing with good people only. That gives birth to the fact that sometimes you need to change your location. There are decisions you have to make. If you don't make them on time, you will be in crisis in the future later. Imagine the first time you left your father's house. How was it for you? You left with a lot of fear. Some people have never lived by themselves until they got to the university. How about those that did not go to school? How are you going to build that courage to face the life that is ahead of you? Stop saying maybe things will change when you have not really made any decision. Making decisions in life is very important so that you will have time to do a lot of things. I read the story of a guy. He's American, Asian American, but when I read about him, I didn't even think it was possible. He was a soldier. He grew and grew. He was in the Marines. Then he became a SEAL. Like, he was at the top of being a military person. You know, those SEAL team, those are the guys that if they want to go and do something undercover, they just need 6 soldiers that will get the job done. He perfected his skill to the point where he can be one of those individuals. And after a period of time, he decided that, you know what, I want to go to medical school. And he went to medical school. He became a medical doctor and he did exceptionally well. And at a point in his life, he said, you know what? I think I want to know one or two things about astronomy. I want to know about, and he joined NASA. And that was when I heard about the news. And this guy is still less than 40. And I'm like, in one lifetime, a guy is able to do this much in one lifetime. People change careers after they have conquered. I was watching America's Got Talent a couple of years ago, and a guy, when he came in, people were clapping, they were excited, and the judges were wondering that, who is this guy? He came, and when he introduced himself, and they asked him that, why are people cheering for you and all of that? He said he used to be a football player, an American football, and he got to the top, and now he's a magician. Environment matters. That is the point that I'm trying to make. Environment matters. That's why you cannot snooze. You cannot sit down on that decision. Sitting on that decision is not going to bring any results except you yourself decide. You have to make up your mind. Making decision early is going to buy you time. Making decision early is going to buy you time. Going to school early, learning how to do something early, learning apprenticeship early. Like, it's very important. Taking your health seriously on time. Taking it early is very important. The confusion is that people confuse delay with patience. I'm not asking you not to be patient. I'm a very patient person. But I'm saying that you need to get to a point where you have to separate patience from delay. When you are patient about something, it's because you have the wisdom, you are preparing, and you have the discipline to identify when to move. But delay means you are just avoiding what you already know. You are just comfortable where you are, and you decided that I will stay for a while. You need to take that class. You refuse to take it. You need to learn how to speak another language. You refuse to take it. You need to go and find a job to do, but you are comfortable because for some reason you are still coping. You need to leave one environment and go to another one. You need to go back to school, and you are not doing it. And time is going. Time is going. There are people, imagine me in my 40s being in secondary school. And this is not to shame anyone who goes back to school again, because there is always time to start all over. But it doesn't look good, especially when you know you could have done this years back. I said it in my advert that there are people who are doing things in their 40s, what they were supposed to do in their 20s. It will come with a lot of inconvenience. Now you have kids, you have to prepare them for school, you have to do school runs, you have to go to work, attend to your husband or your wife, you have family members to worry about. You think you can go back to school? It will take extra decision. And the reason you do this now is because you missed that window. As soon as that window closes, it will take you a lot of time to catch up. Kudos to those who are still doing it and are trying to do it no matter what. Let's give them a lot of respect. But for those who still have time to do what they're supposed to do right now, please get it done. Some of you are afraid. You are not being patient. You are just afraid. You are afraid because you don't know the result that will come out of this. Some of you are not being careful. You are just procrastinating. I'll do it tomorrow. Is it masters? I will do my masters maybe in 2027. There was a time coming to America, Canada, UK was almost free of charge. You just have to have a good bank statement and all of that. Look at what it costs now to travel. Who would have known that they are changing policy all the time? Before I joined this live session, I just read the news. Even to come as a student to the United States now, they are capping it. They want to cap it so that within a period of time, you can't say you want to change your program. You can't say, oh, now that I'm done with my 2 years master's, let me go and do my PhD. You can't do that anymore. So because you are not in charge of the entire thing that is happening in life, the one that belongs to you, the one that you need to do on time, you have to do it. Tick, tick, says the clock. What you have to do quick. Remember that song from what you have to do quick, because policies are changing. Times, we live in desperate times. We live in perilous times now. The things you were supposed to do 2 years ago, you will not be able to do it now if you are not careful. Things will get expensive. There are a lot of crises everywhere all over the world. So every time you get the chance to get something done, remember that it will not continue like that. And this is very, very important. This is very important. Some people are not waiting for the right time. They are just wasting time because you are wasting time that you already don't have. The time that is not enough, you're already wasting it. And that is very dangerous. And I'm asking us, let's keep this in mind as we continue. While you are delaying, life is moving. While you are delaying, thinking I'll start tomorrow. I will go and learn Spanish now. I will get another job. Let me go back to school and do something. Let me pick a career course, or let me pick a certification. While you are you are growing older, things are changing. Your energy is changing. What you used to do, I used to stay 1 hour on treadmill, and I'm doing maybe 10 or 15 miles. No, not, I can't remember. I can't do any of that anymore. And it's not because I'm diminishing in health. I used to spend 1.5 hours, 2 hours at the gym, and I'm just excited and I'm going. I can barely spend 1 hour at the gym because I'm not called to go to the gyms. There are other things that I need to do. I dedicate 1 hour. I used to do 5-6 times a week. It's something that I love to do, but I can't anymore. My time is not enough, so I have to cut down. So imagine you also. There are people on this platform. When you carry books and you want to study, maybe your Bible or motivational books, you can sit down for morning devotion for 3 hours. And you are studying, you are comparing Bibles, you are comparing knowledge, you are seeking knowledge, checking computers, bringing out. I remember when I used to study that much. I have different versions of this Bible. I have Dake's Bible. I have Latin. You have Greek Bible. You have dictionary. Then I have one big note in front of me, and I'm sitting there, and guess what? I can be there for 3-4 hours. I would never do that now. I will be in crisis if I do it, with all due respect. I don't know about you. My life right now, where I live, with the type of responsibility that I have, I cannot do 3 hours doing stuff like that anymore. I used to pick a book like this, and in less than a week, I'm done. Trust me. See the volume. See the volume of the book in 1 week, because I'm so excited to do it. It's so normal for me that I can finish this book. I'm trying to get the page. 440 pages. 440 pages of book in 1 week. Nibo, I've read this book before, right? Before now. But you don't read book once and just drop it. You will not extract as much that there is in the book. So you need to revisit and revisit. Now, if I finish this in 1 month, I will be grateful. The goal is that don't stay away from knowledge, but there are other things that will be legislating with your time. That is why you have to get some things done. There are things that I did in the past that are still helping me till now. If I didn't do it then, I don't think I will have time to do it anymore. I did my NYSC in Zamfara State, and my friends then were saying, let us go to Karanamoda. If you did geography in secondary school, Karanamoda was one of those places where the railway comes from. I can't remember anymore, but I think that's where the train station and all of that. It's some type of tourist center. Karanamoda from Guzau, the local government where I was, the state capital, it shouldn't be up to 1 hour. I didn't do it. I was not interested. When I started reading about Karanamoda later, I was so pained that I didn't go there. There are things I'm supposed to be doing right now that I did not go to, that I'm not doing. I know life can just be very funny. The point still stays that you cannot wait too long to make some decisions. There are decisions that are time sensitive. There are decisions that they are time sensitive. If you don't make that decision, there are things you need to achieve at a particular point in time, because your age is not going to stay the same. Your energy will not going to stay the same. Opportunities don't just stay around. I said lightning does not strike twice at the same place. Lightning will strike, but it will take another dimension. Lightning can strike It can go this way, it will strike again, but it will not go the exact way. And that's not my opinion. This is from scholars. We all know that lightning will strike, but it's not going to strike the same place. It means that opportunities will come. They said opportunity comes but once. I don't think so. Opportunities come at different times. But will you even see it if issues of life are not going to keep you busy? You are trying to fend for yourself, for your family. If you want to travel, if you want to relocate as an individual, it's easier for you than to try to relocate with family members. One, where's the resources? How much do you have? What they are asking you as bank statements, credentials, and all of that. But there was a time that was not an issue. So if you were planning to travel 10 years ago and you want to do it now, you will do some extra work. Time is very, very important. The habit you don't stop now will grow to be a monster, especially if it is a negative habit. You will never be able to control it. You used to steal small things, but now you didn't deal with it and it has become a monster in your life. This is very, very important for you to know. Don't give that excuse chance to stand too long, and this is why early decisions matter. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm moving on to the next thing. Give me 1 second to just go through if there is any comments or you have something to say. I will bring you up if you want to. If you don't want to, maybe you can just leave me a message. That also is given. All right, I'll continue. I just want to be sure I'm not missing any comment. Okay, so what is the effect of not making decisions early? Delayed decisions can be expensive. Delayed decisions can be expensive. Delayed decisions can be expensive. If you don't decide on time, it will be too expensive for you. And I think we need to take this seriously. Delayed decisions will be expensive. There are things you wouldn't have paid for if you had made that decision on time. And since you didn't make that decision, it is costing you now. Let's talk about the healthcare even. You have headache once in a while, but you know it's not normal, and you left it. It can grow to be something terrible. Effect of not making decisions on time is that sometimes we might not be able to walk back from it, and this is very, very bad. Life becomes more expensive than it needs to be or than it's needed to be. What you are supposed to do for free, you will start spending money on them. What you are supposed to do without any implication becomes very difficult for you to handle, and this is bad. If you delay how to discipline yourself, you will regret it. If you delay education, you did not get education, you did not get any skill, to survive is going to be hard for you as an adult. If they ask you now, what do you do for work? What do you do for a living? Are you going to blame your dad or your mom? Actually, the thing is, I did not. Who has time for all of that? You are responsible for yourself. I know someone right now. Let me read these comments, please. Okay. I know someone at the moment now who blames his dad. Someone is blaming his father, that his father did not. This is a man who is close to 50 years old, maybe 45, 46. That's it's not as easy as you think. My dad did not love me and all of that. And I'm like, are you serious? Your dad did not love you. And that's why you did not do the things you were supposed to do. And you became reckless because you think you are getting back at your dad. No. If you snooze, you will lose. When you delay what you are supposed to do at a point in time, you will not have the time to go back to it. The time you are supposed to go back to school or go to school, if you didn't do it, now you have kids. Before you are even done with mommy work alone, with mommy's work, who has time to go back to school? And justifiably so, because you will not have that much time. Anything you have to do it at a specific time. There is a reason they told us that between the day you were born to age 25 is your learning stage. Why did they put it I didn't say it's a learning stage. I did not label it. I didn't give it the nomenclature that, hey, between age 0 and 25 is your learning stage. The people who are smarter than you and I knew that between age 0 and 25, you should be able to do something tangible with your learning. You by then you should have gone back to school, you should have gone to school, you should have graduated, you should have some type of knowledge academically. If you did not go to school, by that policy, you should have gone to learn a type of work that will put food on the table, that you can convert. You can convert it to a service that you can render that will pay money to your account between age 0 and 25. But the truth is also that where you live, the country you come from, is going to determine how much you can get out of age 0 and 25. And you know what I'm talking about. There are people who will never smell any type of civilization because of where they come from. And that's not your fault. I told you that I didn't decide where I was born. I didn't know I was going to be born into my family. I didn't think I was going to be the last child of the family. I didn't think maybe what if I was born in Venezuela? What if I was born in Mexico? What if I was born in Thailand? What if I was born in Germany? What if I was born in Senegal? So I can't determine that. But now that I've been born already, so what are you going to do between that time? But I'm acknowledging that each of us have different doses that we got out of that 25 years, depending on our family setup, depending on the country where we live, depending on the economy of that country, depending on your own decision. Sometimes your parents will help you to get as much as possible from age 0 to 25 because they saw the future. They know that breaking the backbone of poverty is through education. There are parents who believe that, and they will insist that you go back to school. There are parents who believe that going to learn a work somewhere is going to be a skill that you are going to get forever, and they do. But there are also parents who don't even care because they didn't know better. And since they didn't know better, they did not even push you to do anything. And there are parents who indulged you so much that your life became a mess. They did not see anything wrong in what you were doing. They pampered you and pampered you until your life exploded, for lack of better word. They know you are moving with the wrong person, and they did not force you to make that decision. They know that you are doing something that is wrong, but because it relieves them, they don't have to be responsible for your feeding, and they just left you alone. And see how far you have gone with your life now. I did a video a couple of months ago. I was talking about someone who used to live in Dubai because I got a message. Someone said, are you saying that if we have an opportunity to make money, we shouldn't make it? And I said, that's not what I said. What I said is that you have to legitimately find a way to make money. A lot of people are making money illegitimately, and they think that is actually how life is supposed to be. So when you find yourself in an environment that does not legislate or negotiate with bad behavior, you cannot thrive because you have never done anything legitimately before. You've never earned a living legitimately. You have never done anything correctly in your life without swindling someone, without cutting corners, without doing something illegitimate. And that is reckless, and that is very dangerous. So don't think you are stuck because of your environment alone. You have a role to play in that decision that we are talking about. And I hope that makes sense to you. Let me go through the comment section again. If there is any information, if there is none, I will continue. Again, thank you for all that have joined me so far. Let me just check the sections. Adeyemi, what were you? Okay, I see. Some people did not respect time, and they're paying that price right now. Some people did not respect time, and they're paying that price right now. How much time do you think you can have? Time does not wait for anyone. And it is very dangerous for us to think we have enough time to continue life the way it is. Life used to be easy. especially when you are not responsible for anything. Somebody is responsible for everything that you are doing. Ah, life would have been so easy if it can continue like that. There was a time a song came out from Nigeria, that adulthood na scam. Adulthood is scam. For my non-Nigerian, non-pidgin speaking individuals, the song said adulthood is a scam. That adulthood is not as interesting as you think it is. Oh, tell me about it. All I could think of is I can't even think about myself. All I think of is my family. I can't remember the last time I sat down to think about what's going to, like, me. When you are young, you don't have anything to worry about. When you are young, you think about anything, the next food, the way you want to look good, the places you want to visit, and all. Your priorities change as you grow older. You know what I mean? Your priorities change as you grow older. So before your priorities will change, you need to prepare. We're still talking about making right decisions early in life. Hello, Team C. Yes, Team C, you have anything to say? I'm all ears. If you don't make some decisions on time, you will regret it. The funny thing is that the best you will get from people is sympathy. Yeah, I can imagine. Are you serious? Oh my God, really? You mean you went through all of that? That's the best you can get. And that doesn't do much. That does not do much. Some people have ruined their health because of decisions they made, from what they were eating, lack of sleep, their behavior, whatever and whatever and whatever. Some people, it's attitude. There was a podcast that I saw recently, and there was these two guys who were talking about addiction, how they went into addiction and what it cost them. In fact, the guy corrected himself that that addiction destroyed his life. Almost, he said it almost destroyed his life. Then he said, "I'm sorry, that it actually destroyed his life, and he's just building back." Addiction is one of the problems. If you move with the wrong crowd at your informative age, the age where your brain is still developing, you might not come out of it. And that is a very dangerous place to be. It takes time for people to recover. But the good thing is that there is always a second chance. We will get to that very quickly. But if you are young, you are still under 25, and you're on this platform right now, don't make that mistake. If you have to stay in school, stay in school. All my friends that did not stay in school when we were in secondary school, some of them, I know where they are right now. They are not really fine. They are not really fine. You need to learn how to make decisions. I know someone who is really close to me. We are age mates. In fact, I think I'm just about 1 week older than him, according to my parents. We are totally two different people. But I could tell, because we, as close as we were not doing the same thing. You can predict where your life will go to by the actions that you take. People no longer live recklessly anymore. Don't think it's just popular. People can do whatever they want to do online and all. But people are beginning to gather their lives together. People are not as stupid as you think anymore. People don't do silly things anymore with their lives. Don't follow trends. Stop living your life with trends. You think people still party hard the way they used to party? You think people will spend money and go to club and do dorime? You think people will go? I'm not saying people don't do that still. I'm just saying that a lot of people are beginning to call themselves they're beginning to reconcile with their brain that I can't continue to live my life like this. I can't continue to be reckless. The money that I've spent on bad behavior would have done something tangible with my life. I will have gone to school and made some good grades based on the money that I've spent on clubbing, for example. And I'm not here to say whether clubbing is good or clubbing is bad. That's your problem. The point I'm making is, if you cannot create balance with your life, that's your problem. The best I can do is to talk about it. I will not stop you from taking alcohol. That's not my job. Go and meet your priest. But if you let alcohol take over your life, you will regret it. Your health will fail. It's just a matter of time. You will manage that health with the little resources you have in the future. If you continue to live your life recklessly and you are living it as though you have no apology, it's my life, it's my money, whatever that I do with it is mine. People don't talk like that anymore. People don't live like that anymore. You have family back home and you keep enjoying yourself, spending money anyhow, as if I bought a book. I've not read it. From Dr. Charles Apoki. I saw it online. Money is an idiot. He was saying something about money that you make, how money cannot stay in the same place. It is what you do when you have it that matters. What have you done with your money so far? And I know where we come from. There are a lot of baggages and drama going on and all. But what will you do if you get the chance to restart your life all over again? Are you going to change your spending pattern? Or are you going to keep the same useless friends that will make you buy things that you don't need to please people who don't care about you? Are you going to attend all the parties? Every club in Lagos State, or in the country where you live, you spend money on things that you don't need. You want to wear the most expensive wristwatch when you really don't need it. Where is that principle of minimalism that you're supposed to lead your life with? If you don't make decisions about your money on time, you will be stranded. You will be broke and you will have nobody to blame about it. The effect of not making decisions on time is that you won't have time to play catch up. Some people are playing catch up now. They maybe by God's grace they will be able to do it, but it will not be as comfortable as it is. Look at the things you are trying to do right now that you ought to have done before. How convenient is it for you? How convenient is it for you? How convenient is it for you? Let me give you an example. I met a celebrity when I think I was in my early 20s. I will mention his name because I don't know if he's listening. This is all over the world right now because I would love to meet him again. There's a man called Kola Olotu in the western part of Nigeria. He's he's a radio presenter. He has a TV station now. He has a radio station. Huge, powerful man. He used to be powerful. He's still powerful till now. Like he's an incredible, absolutely phenomenal man. I met him by some happenstance at Cocoa House in Ibadan. He took my number and we were talking, keeping in touch. I worked for him during an holiday. There was a crisis we had in the university, June 16. I'll tell you that story one day. I could have a story for another day. A lot of people died in my university until today. They just celebrated 21 years of that thing. People like us would have died that day. It was a terrible experience. So they shut down the school, and within that period of time, I was working for him. He was a good man. He cared about me genuinely, and he wanted to make sure that I was fine. Maybe he thought I was going to go into broadcasting and all. He calls me. He calls me. Imagine if Kimmel or if these guys, like any public person that you know right now. I'm talking about making decisions on time. I didn't stay in touch. I lost his number because I lost my phone and blah, blah, blah. One time, I got his number back from my old diary and I called him. I thought I was going to start introducing myself and all of that. And as soon as I called him, I said, hello, sir, this is Ben. Benja? Oh, Shedada, Benja. You mean you have my number all this while and you didn't call me? How could you? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, Alaji, I'm sorry, it's not like that. And this, that. Where are you? I said, then I was in Port Harcourt. I'm in Port Harcourt. When are you coming back to town? We need to sit down and talk. We need to do this. We need to do that and all of that. Honestly, I did not keep in touch. I've been looking for that man's number right now. Not because I want him to do anything. He's a powerful man. Who does not want a powerful person around him? You might not need him now, but you might need him on behalf of someone else. You have people that want to do industrial training. You have people who are looking for jobs. You have people, because this is a man's world. Someone must know someone before something happens. We discussed that some times ago. Nepotism. Let's not go into that. Let me read these comments. Some certain decisions that are life-changing. I can't see this. My God, my eyes are. Some certain decisions that are life changing demands resources that sometimes life won't get give you. Okay, someone is saying, who is that? I can't even say the person. Someone is saying that there are certain decisions that are life changing, that you know this will change your life for good, but you also don't have the resources to effect that change. You don't have the resources to bring that change to fruition. Like, you know, you want to go to school and there's nobody to help you. For example, what are you going to do? If you have anything to say to that, please let me know. But to the best of my knowledge, what would you do if you really want to go to school and there's nobody to help you? What are you going to do? You love school. God works in mysterious ways, in ways that you would never understand. I know this because I might not get into specifics about some things, but I know people who never knew they would go back to school, and they actually did go to school. They meet people along the line, not people who married them or people who, no, they met people who just took particular interest in them. Non-family members, non-family members who decided that, I see what you're doing. You want to go back to school and you don't have the resource. Some people just walk. Oh, I have a friend in school. We went to the university together. If you go to his apartment where he was living, at the back of his door, most students will have their pots, plates, plate racks, and all of that. At the back of his door, I can't remember his name right now, Sholakwe or something. I can't remember. I used to remember him very well. What he had was shovel, antrowel, things for bricklaying, things for bricklaying. When I was talking to him, he was never in school over the weekend. All the practicals, everything we're doing, no, he would miss it because he's back in Lagos, building for people, carrying labor, doing labor work. But he had a skill that he concentrated on, and that was the way he sent himself to school. You cannot lack both. If you don't lack support, you need to have skills. And there are some skills that won't cost you a lot of money to learn. I read a book about a man that walked, he trekked from his hometown to the US Embassy in another country. And I've told us about this before. He said he stole with his eyes. There are some things that can become a skill for you because you are paying attention. And I know this might not answer your question correctly, but from personal experiences that I've heard, there are people who sent themselves to school by skills. And the moment they started, help came for them. And I can mention more than 3 examples. Help came from them. Are there not people you are supporting right now who are in school? You support them because you sincerely know that they are in school. The point I'm making is we cannot let anything stop us, because it will be tougher in the future if you don't have anything that you want to do. I know life is not giving us everything that we need to make decisions that will improve the quality of our lives. But we cannot sit down on the fact that nobody will help me, and you are so helpless that you don't even want to help yourself too. Help yourself by volunteering, for example. Help yourself by volunteering. I did my internship at Guinness, but when I was done with my 6-month internship, I went back to volunteer. The goal is that I need to have something to talk about that I do as experience as a new or fresh graduate when the time comes. Volunteer somewhere. Volunteering is huge. It's very important. In the place of volunteering, people will recognize your struggle. I have experienced this and I know exactly what I'm talking about. And there are people who have done the same. Volunteer. My own wife told me that until she got money to do exams and she did a jam and she passed, that was when help started coming for her. You can't sit on your hands and be expecting miracles to just fall on your hands. You have a role to play. There is a participatory role from you. People won't just carry all your load for you. There are specific things that you need to do in order for the rest of the things to come. I did a live session recently and I was telling us about the fact that you need to play your role in order for God to play his own role. And that's very, very important. If you don't make that decision on time, you will not even have the confidence to make it. Help did not come for me. I don't have help. I did not have help. So since I don't have help, let me continue to live my life like this. How is that going to pay you? How is that going to benefit you in future? Is that what you would tell your children's children or your children? Or is that what you would tell your older self, that I didn't get help? If you have to get support from somewhere, I know volunteering because it has worked for me before. I've worked in a place where I was volunteering, and when it was time to hire people, they hired those that were volunteering. That's how you do it. And that might be specific to a location right now. Maybe that doesn't work in the part of the country you come from. But I have to tell you something. Volunteering works. What is costing people to... There are people who need help, but they cannot pay for it. And you are so good at that stuff. If you do it for free and they see that you are really good, maybe they can call you back. It's a game of chance. Take a chance on your life. Take a chance on your life. Stop saying it that, oh, my life, nobody helped me, nobody sent me to school, nobody did this. And I know it's bad, especially when you see people that they've even paid their tuition fee in advance. And in this same life, some people cannot even afford to go to school. It's a bad place to be, but life is, that's how it is. That's where we are right now. So in case you are in that position, don't defend your laziness. Don't defend bad spending. Don't defend this offense that you have in your heart. Some of you are so offended. You are angry with your parents because you think they didn't do well enough to set you straight on a good pedestal. Well, I hear you, but now you're an adult. What are you going to do so that your children will not put you in that same bad spot? Don't defend toxic relationships. Don't defend dishonesty. If you have people around you that are not honest, stop envying their lifestyle. It's not going to work. Let's go to the solution very quickly. So, in case you have not made decisions, or you have made decisions and you didn't follow up, or you didn't make decisions early, you are just trying to go back to school, you're just trying to learn a trade right now, you got into a wrong relationship and you're just trying to figure things out. Someone keeps relegating you, and that is your best friend forever. Someone, like, things are not going the way you just thought you've lost time. You thought you have lost time. I'm a Christian. I'm a believer. I believe that there is always a second chance, but you need to position yourself for that opportunity. You may not even recognize it when that time comes, and that is why we're having sessions like this. So if anyone is listening to me right now, and you think time is gone, you don't have a lot of resource, you don't think you'll be able to play catch up. Sorry, there's a comment. Okay. You don't know if you'll be able to play catch up. You don't think you have enough time and all of that. Before life will force you, because they don't even give jobs to people who are over 25 years old. I don't know who they want to hire. People didn't finish from school until 20, and they are looking for those who are 21 years old to get a job. Again, it varies from countries to countries. So I have to say that out there. But before life decides for you, there are few solutions I got from personal experience, from books that I've read. I'm an instructor. I'm a professor in the university. I read books a lot so that I can come up with tangible solutions. And the people who wrote these books are those who have verifiable facts towards the things that they talk about. So this is very important for you to understand. You cannot correct what you keep denying. Some people think they are fine. Yes, I didn't go to school, so what? I didn't learn any work, so what? My elder brother is helping me. You can't live your life on hands down. You have to be brutal, be honest with yourself. For how long would you continue to live your life on support? What if the person stopped? What if issues of life comes and that person has his own responsibilities? The people who help you don't really have much. They are not even supposed to. I was just reading an analogy today. The guy said, your glass of cup is not even full yet, and you are pouring to some other people until your own cup is empty. That you are supposed to wait until your cup is full and overfilled, and that's when you are supposed to start pouring. We don't know how long that will be. How long maybe life would have ended by then and all. But the guy was just being very brutal. He's being very honest. Why should I give you when I don't even have enough yet? Wait until I have enough and I know I will not go broke before I start giving. That is an analysis from someone today. Before I came live. So you need to be brutal. You need to be honest with yourself. That is the first thing you need to do. What decisions have I been avoiding? Questions. What is that decision that you have been avoiding? You are supposed to make that decision, but you have been avoiding it. And you avoid it long enough that it has become a monster. Now you don't know what to do with it. What decision are you supposed to make 5 years ago? You didn't make it. 2 years ago, you didn't make it. You were supposed to take that decision in 2010. Till now, you have not made that decision. What habit are you protecting that you know is bad for you? What friendship is slowing you down? You need to identify what the problem is first. You need to be honest, be brutal with yourself. What excuse have you used for too long for this bad behavior that you have? What decisions are you trying to make and you are still giving excuses? What responsibilities have you refused to face? Self-deception can delay your growth and your decision. If you are deceiving yourself, how do you think you want to go? How far do you think you'll be able to go when you are deceiving yourself? By being honest is the first thing you need to do to change everything that you are deciding or that you desire in your mind. You didn't make decisions on time, it has affected you. Identify exactly what the problem is. Ask yourself brutal question. Be very honest with yourself. The second thing is don't confuse your delay with patience. I've said it before. Don't be waiting for everything to be right before you make a decision. That's how you got here in the first place. Remember, you are not waiting for the right time. You're already wasting time that you don't have. Don't try to figure out everything before you start. Don't try to figure out everything before you start. You will never take that decision. When I left my father's house and I wanted to go back to another state, I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't. Oh, my bags was inside one church for a period of time. I wasn't crying around. I wasn't feeling sorry for myself. That was a step I needed to take at that point in my life. I was a graduate. I've gone out of school. I've done NYSC. I'm back. I don't want to continue to teach people keyboard and how to play the guitar. That was good for a while. I can't live my life on learning how to teaching church how to play keyboard and guitar. How much is that going to do for my destiny or for the life that I'm living right now? Even though music is still a huge part of my life, but I needed more than what I needed then. I don't want to, because I was not lazy. I started a music school. I was doing all of that. Let me give you a gist. I've said this in my book though, but let me tell you. One day my sister is on the line, she will remember. One day I was teaching people guitar. Oh, I have more than 20 students. I was teaching the violin, keyboard, the guitar, and saxophone was not there then. My dad has a building and we were using it and all. And there was a woman that came to my office. She said, oh, every time let me speak my mother tongue, I will translate it because it's really sweet. So the woman came and said, Ejo, gbogbo ìgbà tí n bá ń kọjá níbí, mo máa ń gbádùn àwọn orin yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa kọ. Mo like bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń kọ́ àwọn èèyàn ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń tẹ tòróró, tẹ́ ń tẹ keyboard tẹ́. Ó wù mí. Ó dẹ̀ máa wù mí kí Núrù ó máa wù mí kí Núrù ó máa wù mí kí Núrù kọ́ ntẹ̀ntẹ̀. Mo ní màmá kò sí problem, no problem. So ẹ máa ràwé ní 5,000, ẹ máa gba fọ́ọ̀mù ní 2,000, the woman was looking at kí ni owó sùkúù rẹ̀ gan tó bá wá. She said the woman came to my music school and she was telling me that she wanted her son to learn how to play the keyboard. Because I was in a local environment, that was all I had at the time. I'm trying to tell you that you can't sit on that singular information then. You have to grow. So she came and she said she wanted her son to join my music class. And I'm like, yeah, by all means, no problem. You're going to get a book that I wrote for music. You're going to get a form for 2,000 naira. You're going to get a book for... And the woman was like, just to play keyboard. Even his school fees is not even up to that. And I started laughing. But I was pained because I needed the money. That same textbook I sold in another city for 20,000 naira. The textbook I was trying to sell for 5,000 that I couldn't sell in one city, I sold that same textbook in Port Harcourt City for 20,000 naira each. If I have I have a household that bought three for 3 children. They didn't buy one and say they will share it when I'm teaching them. No, they bought for individual, each of their child. The point I'm making is, stop confusing delay with patience. Where you are right now is good, but it's good to start. You can't stay there. That's the point I'm making. You cannot stay there. You have to grow out of that place. Remember, I told us last week that one of the characteristics of living things is growth. You have to grow out of that. So the moment you make that decision and you want to take a step, you will have a lot of struggle starting. But the moment you start, it will become clearer to you. It will become clearer to you. And before you know it, you will get out of that location. You need somewhere bigger now. You need to meet more people. And that's how transformation comes to your life. And this is very important. The other thing is that you need to choose discipline early. Discipline is not punishment. If you want to lead a good life, there are some struggles you will go through right now. Don't regret it. Don't feel like the whole world is against you. When you wake up, just know that it's another day. As long as your yesterday is not better than today, that is a sign, that is a cue for you right there that you are doing something very decent. And I think this is very important. Don't give up because it is hard. Stopping now is actually worse than not starting at all. So I think you need to just press on with a lot of help. If you need help, don't be afraid to ask for help from people that you know who might be able to help you out. But chicken out even before you start at all, that is, I don't think that is good. The other thing is, you need to break bad habits before they become stronger. You see this procrastination, this changing your mind all the time. You keep changing your mind. Every time you want to do something good, you change your mind. You have an excuse. I don't think I have enough of this. Oh, I can't do this now because I'm busy. And you are really not busy. You are busy with your phone, scrolling, watching comedy skits, watching all of this and all of that and all of that. You need to break this habit before it becomes stronger than your will, and you won't have the willpower to decide. This is very important. Remember, we are talking about your future. You were supposed to have taken that decision already. You didn't take that decision, and now I'm telling you to take it. You are still thinking, what if I don't? What if? What about? What if? What about? When there is a lot of what ifs in your life, you may not be able to do much with it, and that is very dangerous. That is very dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. The other thing is to choose your friends wisely. There are people who will want you to stay at the same level with them. As long as you are both not progressing, they are fine. They are fine. There is mutual, there's a name they call it. As long as you are both not growing, they are very okay with it. They don't want you to do better than them. They don't want you to break through. They are down or they are right there where they are, and they don't want you to go above them. Every effort you make to try to spring or you want to go back to school. What school? At 35? My friend, sit down. Your son will go to the rest of the school. Oh, I want to go and learn a work. You mean at 40 you want to go and learn? Do you know the people? They are 16, no? 16 years old people. You better don't waste your time and don't embarrass yourself. You will hear people say things like that. I'm trying to read this comment. Some comment. Okay. They will tell you that don't bother yourself. Don't bother. You want to go and learn fashion designing now. You want to go and learn fashion designing after 3 children. You better don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. You don't even have the brain for it. Don't listen to people like that. Please, don't listen to people like that. Anything you want to do, there is always time. They said the last time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next time is now. Don't wait for anybody to discourage you about a step that you want to take. Number one, you were supposed to have taken that step many years ago, but you came to your senses and you want to take that step. And some useless friend is telling you that you cannot do that. Oh, traveling out is very expensive now. You better don't waste your time. You better don't all that money. There is something here in this country. Dig deeper. I won't say anything about that right now because I have a whole episode concerning that. Any friend that is discouraging you from learning, you need to watch that person very carefully. Watch that person very carefully. They don't mean much of love to you. Ajegbo don't wá ẹni kúnra. People who are in the same level, they will find it difficult for you to every decision you want to make to break free from that level, they will take it away from you. They will discourage you. They will tell you things that did not happen. They will tell you things that are not real. They will slow you down. They will discourage you from taking that decision. You need to know that you will do away with them. People who don't think you need to do anything tangible with your lives, they are dangerous for you. One of the solutions you can take and get out of this message today is that if there is anyone who keeps discouraging you about actions that you want to take to move your life forward, maybe there is a set of behavior you want to stop, and these people don't want to continue with you. Good riddance to bad rubbish. But there are those who will not want you to go. They just want you to stay so that they can wake up in the morning as early as 7. You are available. You both don't have jobs. You want to go and volunteer somewhere. They say, no, they will not pick you. They know who they will pick. Don't listen to them. I'm begging you. You want to apply for a job. Oh, they already have people they will pick. As if they have some superior knowledge to that information. They don't. They just want to make sure that they have somebody to play draft with when the whole place is quiet. They want to be able to go to your house when the time comes. That is what they are trying to do. So you cannot let that happen. The best way to transform your life now, after you have missed your window, is to stop listening to useless friends. I love to use the word useless friends because there's no use for them. There's no use for them. They will give you empathetic stories. They will even give you example of people who try to do what you are trying to do and how they did not succeed. All to make sure that you don't make that decision. And it is bad. Another thing, I would like to stop here. Another thing is stop romanticizing comfort. Oh my God. This is a huge topic for a whole hour. Stop romanticizing comfort. Stop romanticizing comfort. There's so much to say about this. Some of us, we are plateaued. We are complacent already. We think it's fine. I live in a 3-bedroom apartment. I am able to pay my bills. I have a car. My children go to nice schools. My wife is doing okay. She's earning salary. I think we are okay. It's okay. A lot of people are not where we are right now. So you better let us just maintain this one and all of that. And I'm glad that godliness with contentment is great gain. But not when there is so much potentials in front of you. There are opportunities ahead of you that this current version of you will never be able to catch up with that opportunity. Comfort is good, but comfort at the wrong season of your life will destroy you. Comfort at the wrong season of your life will destroy you. I have a leader who would say, there is a time for you to take bike. A young person, why are you trying to waste money on getting Uber and trying to look decent? Because a day will come, you will never take bike again in your lifetime. The point I'm making is, don't stay in a place of comfort for too long. There is so much that can come in the future. So you need to upgrade this version of yourself. Don't stay too comfortable where you are. You finish your master's degree program. Yes, there's more. Because the more you climb, the more opportunities that will come for you. And they said the bigger the head, as big as your head is, that is how big your headache is. So I would rather have a bigger headache than to plateau or to stay at a level that I will not even be able to care for myself and the people that I care about. Stop romanticizing comfort. Giving yourself comfort and patting yourself in the back that I think I have done well for myself. Abba, Organi Yamuda. I think I have done well for myself. I think I have tried. Yes, you have tried. From the context of your family members, because you are the first person you went to school. You are the only one with a BSc, and you think, I think I've done well. Or you are the only one you're able to do something extra. It's a big deal as far as your family members are concerned, but that is nothing compared to world class standard. And this is not big I. This is just about dreaming big. It is very important to not romanticize comfort. It's good to be comfortable. It's good to be grateful. It is very, very good to be humble. In fact, Bible said it will exalt you in due time if you are humble. So don't get it twisted. That's not what I'm saying. But when there is more, you have the capacity, you have what it takes to go for bigger stuff, and you decide to just slow your. Yeah, I think I'm fine. I've been on this job for like 3 years, and professionally, they say you shouldn't stay on a job for more than 4 years, except you know promotion is steady and there's a pathway for you. That's not my thought. I'm just trying to tell you that why sit on this one when you can get something bigger? There is a dimension to this, and I have to be careful saying this. I'm just trying to tell you that don't get too comfortable with what you have right now. God has so much in store for you. There are people who will never succeed if they don't know you. There are people who will never go to school if they don't know you. There are family members that will go hungry if you don't succeed. So you see why you cannot just stay comfortable where you are. I think I'm good. Everything is fine with me right now. I will just take it one step at a time. I'm not saying you shouldn't take it one step at a time. I'm just saying that recognize potentials to grow. The capacity to grow is already inside of you. The version of you that will tally with that growth is what you shouldn't look away from. Don't romanticize comfort. That's the point I'm making. Not romanticizing comfort means you will learn some new skills. You will improve your quality of thinking. You will improve your resume. If you have to move out to another country, you will have to do it. And these things are not going to. There is nothing that is easy, especially when you don't have providence. Some people came from money. You know, I told you before. Some people, their lives was already planned for them. All they needed to do was to continue to live the life according to the template. They already have a template for them. If you don't have that type of background, you don't have that type of providence, you need to do the things that we have discussed in the last 1 hour. And I think this is very important. So don't wait until pressure overwhelms you. You need to start preparing, get education, build new skills, expose yourself to good people. Leave these useless people behind. I keep telling you, I don't know why I'm telling you this thing. This useless friend will kill you one day. He will make sure that your life does not go further than his own or her own. Because mystery likes company. When people, two unsuccessful people, they will vibe very well. They don't want you to grow more than that. And you cannot let that happen. So that you will keep attending the same party, you will keep doing the same useless things every day. When life is moving so fast, you don't want to do that. Develop yourself personally so that you can have a lot of options to play with. When the opportunity comes, you know that you have a chance. And this is very, very important. So if you are not very honest, learn how to be honest. Learn how to make a living legitimately. Learn how to make a living legitimately. You will find yourself in a country where people don't cut corners. You will struggle. Oh. If you don't know how to earn legitimately now, you just stay where you are. Because if life takes you another part of the world and you don't know how to earn legitimately, you will struggle. And this is very important. This is very, very important. Start now. Even if you have started late, you're in your 30s, you're in your late 20s, you're in your 40s, start now. The message is not to condemn anyone. Maybe you have wasted time. Maybe you've gone left for a period of time. You got delayed. Some things happened. You lost your parents along the line. Your parents used to do very well. They grew old or they got sick. A lot of resources went into whatever the case is. I am telling you that you need to start all over. The best time to build a tree or to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is now. Stop looking at your age. My dad's friend in 1999, yes, I'm glad I remember this example. My dad's friend in 1999 sat to do WAEC with me. Yes. In 1999, when I was writing my first WAEC, my dad's friend, my father's friend, sat For my non-Nigerian audience, WAEC is West African Examination Council. It's a type of exam that you have to do and pass the exam before you go to college. So I'm trying to say my dad's friend sat for the exam because where he was working then, he needed to grow up. He came in as a messenger in a bank, Central Bank of Nigeria. It's a powerful place to be. I think he was the janitor or some sort, and he went to school. Somebody's calling me Professor Ginger. Michael, I see you. Thank you. Oh, we've been here for over 1 hour. We do this every Saturday, in case you are wondering. Thank you. Thank you for joining. The man went back to school, and the first thing he did was to come and write WAEC with me. I was 16 years old in 1999. That man should be in his 40s then. Imagine a 40-year-old man who came to write exam, an entry exam to the university with his friend's son. People are making decisions on time. And those who didn't make it on time and still want to break through, they are still making that decision regardless. The man did not stay as a janitor. He continued and grew and grew and grew to be something meaningful in Central Bank of Nigeria. Don't say you are too old. No, don't say that. If you say that, you're already giving up on yourself. And that's reckless. You can't do that. I failed the exam before that. My dad forced me to go back to the same school to write the same exam. And I was a popular person on campus. I was the laboratory prefect, the laboratory prefect, according to American English, what we call lab prefect or laboratory. They will call it laboratory prefect. Very funny. I was the one playing this I was in the whatever club, reading newspaper. I went back to the same secondary school to write WAEC, to write this same common entrance, this entrance exam. The point I'm making is start now, even if you think you are late. If you don't do it now, you will still not do it. And another time you hear a message like this and you are so fired up, I will do it now. You've wasted another 2 years. Take the next form and enroll for that exam. Start from there. You'll be surprised. I know a girl right now in Akwa Ibom. She had a baby she made a mistake. She cleaned herself up and she's back to Akwa Ibom State University. She works in a gas station. She works in a gas station during in the evening, but she goes to school. And I told her it's just a matter of time. Your life would change all of a sudden. Your life would transform. It's stressful right now, but give yourself another 4 years. You will see the difference. The best time may have been years ago. I know that for sure. But the next best time is today. So if you have wasted time in the past, your parents didn't have a lot of money, you didn't have providence, fortune did not smile at you, blah, 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 blah. We can say so much. The next best time to start making these decisions is now. Don't snooze. Don't wait for it to get better. Maybe this is how it is. Maybe this is how you will dig yourself out of the situation. If you don't make that choice now, you may not make that decision at all. Maybe your life will just continue to be the same. But imagine the people that will suffer if you don't break through. Imagine the people that will never have anything good in their lives just because you refuse to take the steps you are supposed to take. Imagine the people that their destiny actually depends on you. And you now, you are the one not making the right decision right now. Imagine the people who will never be able to feed well if you don't do well in life. Imagine a whole community is waiting for you. There are people in your community that you are supposed to give scholarship. But you that want to give the scholarship, girl, you can't even recognize yourself right now because you have wasted time on frivolities, on things that did not matter. I'm encouraging you today. Yes, you have wasted time. Yes, you didn't make the right decisions on time. Some people have gone left for my mentor, Dr. Lakule Shorian. He was a terrible person for a very long time. And he changed his life so much that his life got transformed in a matter of years. And I know that people can still play catch up. 5 years is a long time. 10 years is a long time. I told you that my boss said he started his life all over again. Like he was so broke, stranded, dejected, everything you can say, that he moved into his parents' house. He started living in the basement. This man is not 60 years old now. All of that misfortune happened to him at 40. And between 40 and between 15, 16 years, and is back up to where he used to be. So don't think time has gone so much that you will not be able to lock it down. Oh, I think this is it for me. Oh, I can't go to school. I already have children. Oh, I don't think I can do anything meaningful with my life again. Oh, I don't think, I'm so ashamed. I don't want, no, nobody thinking about you. People have issues of their own. People have issues of their own. People have problems of their own that they are dealing with. You think they're thinking about you? You really think that you are that important? You really think that people concentrate on what you're wearing, on what you wore last week to church, or oh, you be carrying the same bag, oh, you have the same wig, oh, you live in the same neighborhood? Who cares about that? Everybody is concentrating on their lives. I was just sharing with my friend recently that people that you think are concentrating on your life, they have a module of problem of their own that they are nursing, that they are prioritizing. They can barely see you. So if you are there still wasting time thinking that people care about you, you are so wrong. Welcome back, Tolu. You are so wrong. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Tick says the clock. What you have to do it quick. And this is important. I want to thank everyone that joined me today. I really appreciate your time. I don't see numbers, I see people, and I say that all the time. This is not a comedy skit. This is not the place where we dance. We don't talk about marriage and relationships, dating sites, because these are very interesting conversations that everybody would come. And yet, when I check and I'm seeing people commenting, liking, sharing my life and all, it means a lot to me. And I need you to know that. But do me one favor more. I need you to follow this account. I need you to like my videos, share the videos. We are curating incredible materials here. And the best way to revolutionize, we complain about social media not being safe. We complain about people not doing the right thing. Oh, let us flood social media with good content so that we can make it safe for ourselves, for our children. Let us consume materials that can improve the quality of our thinking. I said all of that to say, please follow my account. This is very important. So that more people can participate in what we do here. But I really sincerely want to say thank you to everyone that joined me today. We do this every Saturday, 10 o'clock to 11. Sometimes you have the tendency to go over like today, but sincerely speaking, I appreciate your time and I will see you next week. And I hope you have a wonderful morning wherever you are in this part of the world, or you have a great, fantastic evening wherever you are. Yomi, I see you. Thank you. I was supposed to recognize you since, but because of what I was doing. Thank you, Yomi. God bless you. Tolu, the people that I'm familiar with that are on site, and Tito Kike and all of that. I just want to say thank you to you. And I will see you next week. If you have any question, you have anything to discuss with me, during the week, I give a particular time. We can do Google Meet. We can do Zoom call. It's not going to cost you anything. Just tell me your availability, and I will work with my schedule to just whatever you need to say, just get it off your chest. These are the stuff that I do for living, actually. So let me know what you think, and I will see you next week. Yeah, wait, mommy. I see you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful morning and evening. I'll see you around. Thank you. And Stoney, thanks. Hmm.